we coordinated by telepathy.
God, I love a red velvet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got a lot of projects going on. So the Holdovers. So let's explain what the movie's about.
So the Holdovers is basically about, it takes place in Boston. You filmed in Boston recently.
I did.
Shout out to Boston.
I love Boston. I love touring Boston.
It's very cold.
Yeah, but the fans are so game.
It's like no other. Yeah. So it takes place in Boston, 1969 to 1970, over the Holdovers, so the Christmas holiday. And it's about 3 people that all have different jobs at this boarding school. So one's a student, one works there and runs like the culinary stuff, and then one is the professor, played by Paul Giamatti, Professor Hunnam.
It's such a great cast.
Yes, and so it's about these 3 people that are all going through something and in a way broken, and in this unforeseen circumstance, the kid's parent doesn't pick him up. And so they have to be held over. So instead of my character going home, she has to stay to provide the meals and cook for them. There needs to be another faculty chaperone. And so we're forced to stay. And kind of this really beautiful way. I mean, it's 1969, so you get it time period wise. We wouldn't all normally be mingling. But due to this kind of neutral ground, they're all able to come together. And I just love this idea that broken things can come together and kind of make a whole and fill a space in people's lives. And I think that's a good thing for people to know. I call it the Imperfect-Perfect holiday movie. Because I feel there's the Hallmark stuff, which is beautiful. It's amazing. But there's other people in the world that are experiencing other things that isn't Hallmark, right?
My last Christmas record is a breakup Christmas record. It's a
and we love that.
Christmas
Do you know
record.
what I mean? And
I'm just saying because everybody's not feeling great, and your character
Exactly.
has lost their son. That's a heavy thing.
Yeah, a single mom that's lost her son in the Vietnam War, and she lost her son because she didn't have enough money to afford for him to go to college. So it's a lot of guilt and that she's going through, and so it was so amazing.
How do y'all? I mean, you're on Euphoria. You did this. When you have a role that's so just devastating, the story is devastating, and you have to go to those places to be able to be the vessel for that message and that story. How do you climb out of that? Because you do this day in, day out while you're shooting. You know, how do you climb out? What do you do afterwards? You go bowling or something? What do you do? What do you?
I don't know. I think for me, it's a sense of. It's I love the movie Inception. So it's the spinning top. I have to have my spinning top ritual or moment. I have to find some way back to me. So I listen to certain music, or I stay in touch with family members and friends, my circle. Something that's the reality in the world out there, so I don't get so insular to myself.
What do you do?
I mean, honestly, it's the same. Just calling your friends and family, just connecting back with reality.
Yeah. It would just be hard for me, to go back and forth ping-ponging emotionally.
But you said it, right? It's that sense of being a vessel. And I think that's why I do what I do. I think I realized early on that what we do can really impact people.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing a comedy or a rom-com. I've done stuff where I'm people have said stuff about Lost City, where I'm you felt connected to that.
I love Lost City.
Do you know that? But it's I say that to say, love Lost City, please.
Hey, we need Shawshank Redemption, but we need Turner and Hooch. I'm just saying, you need them all.
You
Talladega
do.
Nights is
because
just
a lot of times when I come home from doing being in an intense world, I would watch cartoons, silly stuff. I need that kind of stuff. To release.
Balance it out.
Life is hard. So you need that stuff to counteract.
Yeah.
So I say that to say whether I'm doing something silly and whimsical or something dramatic and intense, it's all about being that vessel, and so that people can connect to it and feel something and can go away with it. You know what I mean?
Beautiful responsibility, yeah. We need another break, everybody. You can see the Holdovers in theaters now. We'll be right back. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great night. I'm going home.